I'm here at the Levington Marina this morning where the East Anglian Sailing Trust are hosting the arrival of the Olympic flame for the Paralympic torch in this region. There's lots of activities going on here this morning, and we shall meet some of the people who are hosting this event. Right, the flame is just about to arrive. Everybody's getting ready. It'll be coming down this road behind me and into this little enclosure, and then we're going inside just to see a little bit more that's going on and to take some photographs with the dignitaries.
Sorry.
Thank you, Kevin.
No, thank you.
You want to?
Yeah, can I say a few words?
Sorry.
Okay, distinguished guests, members of East, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming here today. My name is Kevin Curtis. I am the Vice President of East, a Paralympian, and today is a very special day for me to hold and see the Paralympic flame, and it's great for East and excellent for Suffolk. For those who have organised today, can I just say a big thank you, because it's absolutely tremendous to see so many people here. The Olympics may be over, but the flame is certainly alive, and come on, Team Great Britain, for the Paralympics. Thank you.
Now I'd like to ask Mike to say a few words about the flame itself.
Thank you. Would people like me to use this, or? Yeah.
Hello. Thank you. My name's Mike. I'm a member of the Paralympic Flame team, Suffolk Paralympic Flame team, and it's my pleasure to say a few words about, a little bit of background about the flame and it coming to Suffolk and why it's here and what it's all about. It's only our second, we're taking the flame all around Suffolk this weekend, and this is our second stop, so excuse me if I have to refer to notes, and if you come and see us in Bury tomorrow afternoon, it'll all be smooth. Thank you very much, Kevin. The Paralympic Torch Relay, welcome to the Paralympic Flame Relay. On Wednesday of this week, 4 flames, as you probably saw in the national press, 4 flames, yeah? 4 flames were created at the top of the 4 highest peaks in the 4 home countries, so England, Northern Ireland, Scotland and Wales. They were created by the traditional technique of friction, and the teams who performed that task on the peaks were a group of young scouts with leaders and another member of the team who represented or embodied the Paralympic values. Each flame then, each of the 4 national flames went to the 4 national capitals, went to their home national capital. Obviously ours in England came to London. That ceremony took place, or is taking place, in each of the 4 capitals on successive mornings over this weekend. So the English ceremony took place yesterday morning in Trafalgar Square, and it was from there that the Suffolk part of the flame was taken from that flame yesterday in Trafalgar Square. That was collected by a lady called Amy Levington, who's a young local artist, and Amy brought the Suffolk Paralympic flame, the piece of the flame, this piece of the flame, to Suffolk, to Needham Market last night, where the celebration was held, where there was 2 or 3 at least thousand people there at that event, and you may have seen that with local radio coverage and local TV. The Suffolk Paralympic flame, this flame, is going to be the guest of honour at 10 different locations this weekend. We were at East Burgolt this morning, and we're going to Lowestoft after this, and this evening we're at, the flame will be at Snape on the stage at Snape Maltings as the GB Para Orchestra plays. I think it's the paramilitary, but Para Orchestra plays at the Snape Maltings tonight. On Tuesday, the Suffolk flame will be extinguished, and the 4 national flames will be united during a special ceremony at Stoke Mandeville. Stoke Mandeville, most of you are probably aware, is the spiritual home of the Paralympics. You may have seen, people were talking earlier about the documentary, or the drama documentary that was on television this week about the founding of the Paralympics and Ludwig Goodman. The single flame will then be carried on a 24-hour torch relay through the night, a 24-hour torch relay from Stoke Mandeville to London by 620 torchbearers, including 6 inspirational people from our county here in Suffolk. The final torchbearer will light the cauldron in the opening ceremony to mark the start of the London 2012 Paralympic Games. I'd just like to thank you as a club, congratulate you on your work, but also to thank you for inviting the flame here. And we hope that you are inspired by its significance and the values of the Games which the flame represents, the values of courage, determination, inspiration and equality. At the end of this short ceremony, there will be time and there will be a place for you to have your pictures taken, so don't worry if you haven't got your pictures at the moment. You're welcome to come up. The flame will be here, I think it's around about 1:15, so you'll have plenty of time to get your picture taken with the flame, and I'm sure Kevin's staying as well. So thank you very much for inviting the flame. It's my pleasure now to pass over to Mike Deakin, the Mayor of Felixstowe. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can hear me. I'd like first of all to thank the East Anglian Sailing Trust for inviting us here this morning to this very auspicious occasion. I didn't think that I'd ever be standing next to the Paralympic flame, to be quite honest, and I find it quite emotional. I must say throughout my life I've always been inspired, yes that is the right word, by people with disabilities taking part in whatever level in sport. It really is inspirational. And I just hope that Team GB does exceptionally well in the Paralympics, which start next week. So thank you very much for inviting us. It's a terrific occasion. Well done all of you. Thank you very much.
There've been plenty of opportunities for photographs, and the bar is open. Thank you all for coming, and I hope you'll join me in wishing Team GBR every success in the Paralympics.
Can I join? Please, come on in. Sorry, we're getting the bed to my mum.
Hi Therese, welcome to Levington. It's nice to see you here. It's a grand occasion, yeah?
Well, it is. It's lovely to be back. I was here last year when Princess Anne formally opened, but of course Griffiths Jones, and went out on the boat last year, so not enough time this year, but of course we're here to see the flame.
We're here the flame. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Well, have a great day. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Here I've got Kevin Curtis. Hello, Kevin.
Hello.
And you were the gentleman that brought the flame to Levington here this morning, yeah?
Such an honour to do that, really, and also to bring it to East, to bring it to Suffolk. Such an amazing experience.
Yes.
brings shivers to you, really.
Well,
Absolutely great.
The Mayor, Mike Deacon, he said it was an emotional, although this is a bit removed here in Levington, but it's an emotional thing to actually see the flame.
Well, everybody's turned out today, and it's such a huge turnout as well, really.
It is.
But it's lovely to see so many younger people as well, because they're the future.
Well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? You know.
Yes.
So, how did you get asked to do this? Did somebody ask you to do it, or were you put forward to do it?
Right.
Or?
Well, to be honest, my role here is just as the vice president, and
right.
I was one of the founders of the East Anglian Sailing Trust, and it was really I was doing sailing anyway, and Bill Smith had suggested that we could improve the facilities. Suffolk Yacht Harbour, which is where we are today, got really right behind it with Jonathan Dyke and Mike Spear, who's the owner of Suffolk Yacht Harbour. Really is great to have them on board.
Absolutely.
And we've seen East Anglian Sailing Trust, which is a charity, grow from the back end of a lorry, which just had a few life jackets into it, to where we are today. But it's really brilliant for you to be covering it today, because it's promoting our organisation, because still people don't even know that we're here. We can provide all of the equipment for people with disabilities and their carers to go sailing. We've got all of the boats, volunteers, facilities to get people on board the boats. So we're hoping that after the Paralympics, people will think, "Oh, I'd like to have a go at that," and we can give them that opportunity.
It's all about getting people to have a go, isn't it? You know, because I'm sure there's a lot of disabled people that actually think that, well, you know, I'm never going to be able to do that, and actually they can if they just give it a go.
Oh, I think so, and particularly with sailing, it's quite an integrated sport for both people with disabilities and able-bodied people. And the types of boats that we've got down here are keel boats, so they're pretty safe. They've got a huge weighted keel to keep them balanced. And it's really getting the facilities to get the people on and off the craft and get changed afterwards, which is what we've got down here. So I think as soon as people try the sport of sailing, they'll either love it or they'll hate it. And it is a funny sport. It's one of those ones where, you know, it is exactly like that, and it could be the most perfect day, and people who I've taken out sailing, they'll say, "That's great, Kev, when can I do that again?" Or "I'll call you." So that's the difference that happens, really.
I understand that you have a direct link to the Paralympic Games back in 1996.
That's right, yeah. I had the chance to sail with the Great Britain team in the Paralympics with my colleagues and friends. It was Andy Castle, Tony Downs and myself, and we went on to win a gold medal in the sonar class, which is a 3-person keel boat. It was demonstrated for the first time in Atlanta, and is now one of the official sports within the Paralympics. So we are so pleased to have been able to do that, you know. And now at Weymouth, which is where the sailing is taking place in 2012, there are 3 classes of boats. So even with the sailing sport, it's growing all the time.
Weymouth now is the Olympic capital for sailing, is it not?
It certainly is.
It's a wonderful place.
And we are really an island nation, and we're really top sailors, and Ben Ainsley, a gold medalist, is the top sailor.
Top man. I heard a fascinating statement the other day that in the Olympics that's just gone out in London, that we got 67 medals, I think it was, you know, along that. But the Paralympic UK team last Olympics actually won something like 276 medals in the Olympics. That's an unknown fact, I'm sure, but wow.
Certainly, that is certainly true. But the Olympic team has done very, very well this year, and I think the home advantage and the home support has really spurred them along. But with the Paralympics, this is going to be phenomenal, because this is the birthplace of the Paralympics.
How many years ago has it, or how many years has it now been since the Paralympics started? Because it started with Stoke Mandeville Hospital.
That's right, it's 1948 it was.
48. So it's come from a thing that Stoke Mandeville put on at the time to the Paralympics for the world.
Absolutely right.
Phenomenal.
And it's grown from strength to strength, and now, like the Olympics, it's one of the biggest events in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. And are you going?
I certainly am. I've got some tickets to go to the rowing, which is at Eton Dorney.
Yeah.
But also I'd like to see all of the sailing. But I think I'm going to get some good coverage on the television
Absolutely.
and through the Royal Yachting Association website.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Well, thank you for speaking to us this afternoon, and good luck for future days. Okay?
Thanks very much for coming down. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Yeah.